I just got to San Francisco just from the airport. Went straight from the airport to Angelic Pretty. Like, that's how obsessed I am. I'm crazy. I got the opportunity to be a guest of the San Francisco Lolitas, and it was amazing. They had a meetup for me at the Asian Art Museum, and we went on the Jade Tour and saw lots of cool artifacts and jewelry and tools. After the tour, we had lunch and I had a little Q&A session with the community, which was really awesome and fun. Everyone I met was really nice and lovely, and then my friend Kitty crashed everything. What are you doing, Kitty? Are you crashing the meet?
I'm crashing. I have one Angelic Pretty thing on, so you know what? I am in full Lolita. I am crashing and affording floor to myself, and all of these girls seem so upset with me.
They're gonna fight you, Kitty. Dude, you better get out. Look at they're ready to kill. We're just kidding. Everyone actually got along quite splendidly, and everyone looked adorable. Let's take a closer look at these coordinates. After finishing up at the Asian Art Museum, we all adventured over to Japantown, where we started off by going to New People, the building that Baby the Starshine Bright is in, and Maruk, and then we walked around the area and looked at all the cute shops that there is to offer. There are so many cute shops there, and we found a boba place that serves their drinks with cotton candy on top of them. That's so cool. Try to eat it. Go, eat it.
I live in the garbage. I like disappeared into it.
Oh no. Of course I had to try one too. It was really good, but really sticky. The cotton candy was separated from the boba, so it didn't actually get in the drink. It was kind of a treat that you would have on top of it. I'm really thankful to the San Francisco Lolitas for allowing me this opportunity and for bringing me out. I had such an amazing time, and everyone just became instantly my friend and was super welcome and loving. They were just wonderful. I ended up staying in San Francisco longer because my family happened to be vacationing there, and the first thing I did was go back to Japantown to show my sister this huge pusheen that I found. The Kinyokua in San Francisco is huge and has 2 stories, the bottom which is mostly all anime stuff and manga. Another shop I really liked in Japantown was K-Pop Beauty, which had a ton of Tony Moly products and other great Korean skincare and makeup stuff. I loved it. The next day I went with my family to the Japanese tea gardens. We are in the Japanese tea gardens today in San Francisco in Golden Gate Park. I'm here with my sister Emma. We're both wearing bear coats. It was really nice to be back here. I hadn't been in about a year since my last trip to San Francisco, which I have a video about too. My family and I had a delicious, lovely tea at the gardens, and I got to have my favorite sweet treats and green tea. It was so delicious and cute. We are on Haight-Ashbury, which is an area of San Francisco with a bunch of cool vintage shops and hipster things, and I've actually never been here before, so let's go explore! My parents are on either side of the street arguing about who has the better angle for a picture. Alright, they're arguing who has the better picture. I'm getting like the reflection of the tree. So, over there, no Fielding is here. He's at the end of that street. He's crossing the street. Look at my mom, she's running. She's crazy. And then I met Noel Fielding, who's been a huge fashion and comedy inspiration to me for years. I loved him in the Mighty Boosh and IT Crowd, and we had just seen him live in LA a few days earlier, and it was crazy to see him in San Francisco. And then I went back to Angelic Pretty and spent way too much money, bought a blouse and a JSK that I really wanted, and then my family and I went out to tea at the Palace Hotel. It was just a day of teas, really. So many teas. I'm back in Muir Woods, California, with all this beautiful greenery and trees. Perfect setting for Maury K. fashion people to live. I'm gonna walk through a tree. Look it, right through it. Muir Woods is such a beautiful, calming place, and there's no cell phone reception, so you just kind of get a break from the city and the real world. We found a lost artifact in Muir Woods. What century do you think this is? Do you think this is prehistoric? Is it supposed to be a hat? I think it is. The woods were absolutely beautiful and calming and very serene, but on the drive up there I got very car sick. So on the way home I decided to take Dramamine, which is an over-the-counter motion sickness medicine in the United States, and we went back to the hotel and I got changed and I got kind of messed up. I took Dramamine as to not get car sick driving back from Muir Woods, but there's a side effect of Dramamine that makes you really sleepy. And you know when it's really late and you're fighting sleep and you feel like you're kind of drunk or high and you just like laugh at everything? It's the way I'm feeling right now. Like I could fall asleep, but I'm fighting it, so I'm numb. Gonna go in Chinatown all messed up. This is gonna be interesting. My GoPro isn't filming, what the heck? Look at this boba fairy, making all of the boba magically float. They didn't have almond milk tea at this boba place I went to, and so the lady had brought almond flavoring like for herself, and she made me an almond milk tea special, and I feel very special. My family is all fighting and frustrated with like road work and stuff. I think that the Dramamine affected them differently. They're all grumpy and I feel great. Everything's numb. My arms are like noodles. I'm happy, I'm great. Oh my gosh, look at this thing. Look at my new friend. Chen Yu. So, oh, I almost tripped. After Chinatown, it was time to go back to the hotel and rest, right? No, never. I met up with my friend Jacob and we did some exploring. We went to the Palace of Fine Arts, which was cool, I had never been before. And then he took me around to some really awesome abandoned places because we both like that sort of thing. We explored a military barracks and an abandoned mansion. It was really hard to film because it was so dark out, but they were both really cool. And then we went to a pet cemetery, which is actually a historic site in San Francisco. I'm not quite sure when it opened, but I saw graves as far back as the 30s and 40s for all different types of pets. And all of the plants had been overgrown, and it was really crazy and spooky looking. They had built an overpass above the pet cemetery, but kept it intact, and it was really neat. Jacob and I wrapped up the night in a good game of pool, which I won. That was the end of my San Francisco trip. I've got a lot more adventures coming soon, so stay tuned, subscribe, like, do all that junk, and of course, stay lovely.